As a woman, if you're above 28 and you're not married, your own don't finish. Your own don't finish. Chances are you might never get married. Yeah. There is a reason why our parents wanted us to get married on time. The minute you are above 27, you can no longer stand in. That is why I would advise as a girl, if you know marriage is an achievement to you, if you know that you've been imagining your wedding as at age 5, get married as soon as you can. Get married before you get to 27, because once you cross that path, your frontal lobe don't develop, it don't even mature. You can no longer stand men. If a man is not coming correct, you are no longer interested. All of the things that you could tolerate 3 years ago, all of the things you could compromise on 4 years ago, you will find out that you can no longer tolerate them. You can no longer compromise. You no longer have the ability or the capacity to tolerate BS. You can no longer compromise on stupidity and foolishness for some reason. Before you could. 4 years ago you could, but now you cannot. Because yes, you don't old. Your frontal lobe your lobe has matured. And so if you know that you like marriage, get married now.
In other words, if you know that you like to get married, marry now when you can actually settle for less. Because by the time you get to a certain point, you can no longer settle for less. You now begin to understand things properly, and you now begin to build up standards for yourself. But shouldn't that just be in place already, irrespective of whether you are 27, 28, above, or whatnot? Because it's not really a matter of your frontal lobe being developed. It's simply a matter of now knowing how you deserve to be treated. It's simply a matter of being mature to the point that you know right from wrong, and you know that this kind of character, I cannot take it from a man. Or your mind tells you that no, this is not the way that a man should treat a woman at all. So you begin to demand that you are treated correctly, that you are treated in the right manner. Now, I will argue with the fact that that comes with age. Rather than advising women to marry early or marry at the point where they can tolerate every manner of nonsense or where they can settle for less, teach women, no matter how young they are, to know what they truly deserve and to know how they actually should be treated, the right way that a man should treat them. Yes, she's correct to some extent, because she just discovered that most women who are generally abused in marriage were those who were married very early, because at that point they really did not know that this is what I deserve. Maybe at that point they've not started making their own money, or they've not started even working or doing anything for themselves, so all that they get is what the man gives them. Somehow they are manipulated to see their self-worth from the angle of being with a man. But this is something that parents, the society in general, should teach young girls, no matter how young they are, how they deserve to be treated properly. This is not about frontal lobe being developed or anything. It's simply about the right thing that has to be done. And mothers, teach your daughters. Fathers, teach your daughters. Brothers, teach your sisters. Society, organizations, teach young ladies, no matter how young they are, 19, 20, 21, whatever age they know that they are mature and ready to marry. Let them know the right thing to be done, and let them know what is expected of a man towards them. So whether your frontal lobe is developed or not, be wise enough never to settle. Never.